Holy jeez. Crap. Okay, so I am back from vacation, and we have a lot to cover. So much that we are actually going to be covering everything in two videos today. This is part one. This is the SH side of videos, and then later you will be seeing a video. There will be a separate video on HIYA. I think the HIYA is doing. So, anyways, let's just jump straight into it. So the first thing we need to talk about is when ComiCon happened. So a whole bunch of companies displayed all their figures here. I'm on Twitter again. I'm on the Articulation Series website. But right before ComiCon, they decided to unveil their next figured set, which is Mothra and Tsuko. And if you don't get it by now, the secret monster I've been alluding to in these videos was Mothra. Just wanted to keep it from being a spoiler. But yeah, there's your spoiler. Mothra's in the movie. Love to see her. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I ever said this in a video before, but I predicted this. I said one time in a video or not. I don't know if it was in a video. I have terrible memory, but I said to myself they're probably gonna put these two in a buddy pack because they put Mothra with Rodan in a buddy pack before. And right I was. They did. So Zuko here is a completely new figure, while Mothra is a repaint of the 2019 figure. And so I'm just gonna at least be a little positive at first. It's definitely better than the 2019 figure, but it's still not the best. We'll get some closer looks at it. We'll just talk about the wings. The wings, they look good, but they're missing the godly glow that they had in the movie. If you don't know, there actually is a difference between the GXK Mothra and the KOTM Mothra. KOTM Mothra is more bug-like, less fuzzy, except for the fuzz on the sides of her face that's been there the whole time. She has had bioluminescence in that movie, so she can go blue, she can glow greenish, minty blue, or green, whatever. She can glow red, she can glow orange, she can glow everything. While Mothra in the New Empire is only orange. Her body is a light brown. She still got the sides of the fuzz on the sides of her head. And her eyes have a little bit of purple in them. And she's constantly glowing like a gaudy orange. Also, she has also some blue highlights throughout her body that are there, but are not present on this figure, so they missed that. And I'm moving over to Suko, or as I like to call him, Diddy Kong. Start with that. It's very interesting to see how the decision making for this figure, because I can't talk. This figure is tiny, it's itty bitty. The Playmates one is so much taller than this figure. If the image will load. See, there you go. There is about the approximate size. I think the Playmates one comes up to right here. He towers over him. He's tall. Skipped over this scene. This scene is from possibly my favorite scene throughout the entire movie, the Egypt fight. That fight was awesome. So tiny he is. I will say though, the scaling for Shimo is actually better than I thought. I'll give kudos to that. It's better than I thought. I thought it was just gonna be way too big, but no, it's to scale. It's well to scale. of everything on Suko except like he has a um Suko. I don't think I'm gonna be getting Suko because well God, he looks really creepy. Like that's the face that's going to haunt my nightmares. Anyways, um, ignoring that, ignoring that. Anyways, ComiCon happened. So they unveiled, well, they didn't unveil any new figures, but they showed off all of their figures. Let's get a good look at them. Up here. We'll talk about this first. We'll probably talk about the best figure out of all of this. And it's not Evolved Godzilla, shockingly. So, like, yeah, they unveiled all their figures. I will give credits. They beat HIYA to their entire GXK line. But that's for a reason. HIYA is doing other stuff, and we are going to be talking about that next video. I'm excited to talk about this stuff. I'm so excited. Yeah, this is what I said about the scaling. Scaling's not bad. Godzilla and SHMA are like good sizes. This is like accurate to the movie. Moving over. A little bit closer to a shot of Scar King. I will give credits. Scar King does look better than he does in the original promo images. He actually looks really good here. Like, you zoom in on his face, and there's no, like, issues. Unlike the other figures we're about to look at. So let's go look at Evolved Godzilla. And this shows off a lot of things that I didn't see at first because they were being hidden. One, from a distance, this figure actually looks really nice. I like the accessories for the clawed hands. Like, I thought the clawed hands were just gonna be like barely a difference between like the neutral hands. No, that's a big difference. That's like full claw. I like it. Zooming in, you can see it gets a little rough around the edges whenever you zoom in. You can see that the chest is just really heavy-handed with like the greenish brown that they were using. I don't think anyone had a real problem with the greenish brown look because like that's kind of what Evolved Godzilla is. Greenish, grayish, brown. Um, but I think the main problem everyone had was like it was just way too heavy-handed in some spots. Like right here, this is a lot, especially when you go to like the midsection where it's like nothing. It's a big cutoff point. And then you zoom in on the face, and you have my main issue with this figure, and that he's got. I'm hoping that this is just a bad case of prototype head. It's like a disease because it looks really rough around the edges, like the eyes. They look very sloppily painted on. Um, I guess I can quickly talk about these spikes. Although are the elbow spikes a different color? Oh my god! I think you just noticed it. Okay, that's another issue. The elbow spikes are different color than the main spikes. Like, come on. Um, Although the painting on the spikes is cool, I wish it doesn't. I don't know if it has the light bleeding. I hope it has the light bleeding on this. Okay, talking about the head again. The head has the weird mouth tints around it that every other legendary Godzilla's had. They've always had the weird pink, like the mouth tint, like the mouth paint just bled out onto the lips. So he's got to look at that weirdness. The teeth aren't fully painted; they look weird. For some reason, his tongue reminds me of the Muto's tongue. For some reason, it doesn't look like legendary Godzilla's tongue. Really? Yeah. Also, not to mention, this jaw is lower, so it's like coming out like almost like in a box kind of shape. So it's not like it doesn't look like a hinge where it would be like moving down and then this. box shape. It's interesting. The eye just looks really sloppily painted on. Yeah, so that's evolved Godzilla. Fortunate. You get some closer looks at Shimo. I'll say the plus side of Shimo being so big is that they can fit more, details in there. Only one problem, they just didn't. It's just plain. They didn't do anything. The eye looks fine at least. I don't have a problem with it using concept design. I just have a problem with the paint. Like, if you're gonna charge us for 230 something dollars, like you gotta have. I want this to look like a statue that could articulate, but it doesn't. It looks like the movie Monster series, just more articulated. Just doesn't look that good. I don't know what's going down. I need to go back up. Okay, so we can get a little bit closer. Look at Mothra, so I can talk about my issues with Mothra. Um, my main issue is that she looks like a gold statue. Like the previous one from 2019, it looked like a melted Snickers bar. This one just looks like a gold statue you would find in the museum. And just looking at it, it doesn't look like the actual movie Monster at all. It's not fluffy. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that GXK Mothra is way more fluffy than 2019 Mothra. Yeah, she's not fluffy in this. She doesn't have the fuzz on the side of her face, and that's like a very iconic point of this. It's like the only like Mothra-esque thing on her main body. I'll be honest, like yeah, she's so goddamn small. Oh yeah, there's the images we looked at. Yikes. Okay, Kong, I forgot to mention. Mothra and Zuko come with another accessory for King Kong again. It comes with the false tooth. That's it. It's just the normal roaring head with the false tooth. I've said this multiple times. Like, how hard is it to just take the original's roaring head, take a silver sharpie, and just go over the tooth? Like, it's not that hard. I don't get why you have to buy a whole nother thing for $83 just to get a slight change. I'm hoping that they do come out with a King Kong figure that just has all the accessories that were just placed in it, and they may do that. Alright, moving up. Some other cool images of stuff. Ooh, sneak peek for later. So moving up. Okay, here we go. We get closer images of them. This is a closer shot of Quetzal's head. This still has the weird jaw thing, got the weird tin around the mouth, and the eyes still look sloppy. Um, so I look at it from a distance, I guess. Looked at that already. Is a better image of Mothra. You see the eyes. She has like a turquoise in her eyes rather than a cyan with purple in them, like they did in the movie. So that's already not right. Scar King. Scar King doesn't look that bad. Actually, looks really good. Let me just check. I think that's pretty much it. So, mm, so just hoping that these things can be fixed. And what can be fixed, I think Godzilla just needs to have just way more precise painting on his head, and I know they're capable of it, especially with the eyeball. Just look at the 2019 Godzilla figure for King of the Monsters. And like the figure that they did for 2014. They all have really good eyes. Bandai should be really good at doing eyes, but this is just not it. I'm hoping that they do fix it later, and this too, because like there's a lot of paint bleeding onto his eyelids, so I hope they fix that. Someone pointed out that he looks like an animatronic. Yeah, he does. With Mothra, I know it's a small figure. That's like my main issue with this design is that she's so small. But you could put paint on her eyes and her antennas. You can do a little bit more, especially having those blue highlights in the movie. Skarking, you're doing pretty well on. Just like adjust it here and there a little bit. You're good. Okay, moving back down. King Kong, just make like a whole new figure set that just has all the accessories that came with the other figures, and just be on your day, on your way. It's pretty simple. Shimo and Shimo, you just gotta do some color correcting and just fix the head. The head is very off-putting. It's good. It just needs some adjusting. I recommend like at least putting some membranes in the mouth. That way it doesn't look like it goes just back. It doesn't have like that whale head. And also have it like open up wider because I'm pretty sure this is as wide as it goes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that wraps up everything on everyone. So as for the figures I may be getting, I'm definitely probably going to be getting Kong and Scar King just because they're going to be coming out at the end of the year, and I want to have a review out at the end of the year for the main cast, and I just want to assemble them across HIYA and SH. But you notice I'm not saying Godzilla this time, even though before I was like I'm 100% getting this over the HIYA. That may change in the next video, which it will be starting. Not right now. It's a whole other video that I'm gonna have to do. So yeah, I recommend by the time this goes up, a little time after, it should be up. So yeah, go watch that for part 2 if you want to see Highest side and see what they're doing. As for if you're just clicking off right here, um, I want you guys to have a good day, and I implore you guys to remember to like what you like, hate what you hate. Just don't be a jerk about it. Salutations. I'll see you later.